Hey y'all, I'm coming to you with a very requested video, barefaced and humble, honey, to tell you about my skincare routine. So if you have been following me for a while or know me from the last couple of years, you probably know that I struggled with acne. And if you don't know that I struggled with acne, it's because I will beat my face to the gods every time that I walked out of the door. So today I have no makeup on aside from just a moisturizer, and as you can see, I'm blemish free for the most part. I usually still break out when it's that time of the month. Like anybody else, I usually break out like right on my chin area and sometimes around my hairline, depending on what hair products I'm using. But for the most part, I am what I like to call hashtag foundation free. So I wanted to share with you what products I use to clear my acne, and then what products I currently use in my current skincare routine to maintain glowing, flawless skin. So the first thing that I used to clear my acne was birth control. Okay, this is very important. Why? Because sometimes acne comes from hormones. Sometimes it doesn't matter how well you clean your face, how many facials you get, what products you use. Your acne is coming from the inside out. So I use a birth control that's similar to Yaz. It's basically the generic version of Yaz, which is supposed to help with breakouts and it's supposed to balance your hormones and a whole bunch of other things. I've actually been using it on and off since I was like 17, and I can attest to it working very well for me. That might not be the case for you, so do not run to your doctor and say, Emily told me that I need to get on the generic version of Yaz. It's what has worked for me personally, and something that I really liked. I've tried the IUD, I've tried the shot, I've tried basically almost every form of birth control that there is out there, but I've just found that these work the best for me in balancing out my hormones and not giving me acne. So that was the first thing. And the next thing that I used was this. My holy grail. It's a Dr. Bronner's tea tree oil soap. It is huge, as you can see, and even though I've used it for quite a while, it basically still looks full. And basically the reason why is because you mix this with water before you use it. It has 1,000,001 uses, but I used it as my cleanser. So I just got a little travel size bottle from one of the drugstores, and I mixed it half oil, half water, and that helps great in managing my breakouts and clearing my skin. After I would wash my face with the tea tree oil soap, then I would follow up with actual real life tea tree oil on my problem areas, which was right here on my forehead and between my eyebrows, on my cheeks, and on my jawline and on my chin. So I basically broke out everywhere. I basically broke out everywhere. So I would kind of basically like lather on the tea tree oil as like my moisturizer after I would put on my toner. So for toner, I've used a couple of different things, but what I like the most is I mix water with apple cider vinegar, and I use that as my toner when I'm having breakouts or when I feel like my skin is particularly oily. So to cleanse, I use the Dr. Bronner's tea tree oil soap, half water, half soap. Then I tone with half water, half apple cider vinegar. Then I follow up with the tea tree oil soap. And using that as my skincare routine really helps me to clear my skin, stop getting breakouts, and really just bring my skin back to a real life normal level. In addition to that, when I did have really bad breakouts, I used this mask, which was a tea tree mask pack. I got it at TJ Maxx. I think it was like $3.99 for a pack of 5 or something like that. And I've been using these religiously for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. And one thing that I want you to notice is every single thing in my skincare routine when I did have really bad breakouts has tea tree oil in it. Why? Because tea tree oil helps with inflammation and it's antibacterial, which helps to deal with the breakouts and helps to clear your skin. So I like to be consistent with products that work together. So in my head, I was like, okay, well, all these products have tea tree oil in them. So they're somehow connected and working together and getting my life right. So I use that regimen consistently, I want to say for almost 6 months before I saw my skin actually clearing up. So I was on birth control, I was not consuming dairy, and I was using this skincare routine consistently for 6 months before I saw results. So if you're up on this YouTube video thinking, okay, I'm going to do this and next month I'm going to be flawless, no. A lot of times we don't clear our acne because we're not consistent. Okay, so now that I've gotten my skin under control, I have another skincare line that I use that's plant-based and gentle, that doesn't dry out my skin, and that also helps me to erase the acne marks. You can't really see them anymore because they've cleared up quite a bit, but I had really bad acne marks. I mean, to the point where like this right here, it looked like I had a contour because it was just so many dark acne marks that I literally had like the most flawless contour of life when really it was acne marks. But they've gone down significantly. So my skincare routine now that I use to kind of maintain my flawless skin and also help to clear the remaining acne marks is this. So I use all It Work products right now. So I use this gel cleanser, and the reason that I use this gel cleanser is because it's great for all skin types. So my boyfriend and I actually share this. He has very, very oily skin and I have combination, so it works for both of us, and it's kind of beneficial, you know, when we go out of town and stuff and we don't have to carry a million products between both of us. So I use this cleanser. It's also good to use on the entire body, so I actually use it like for my underarms, you know, for my bikini area and things like that, and just other areas where I don't want there to be lots of oil buildup, you know, ingrown hairs and things like that. So I use this cleanser. Then I follow it up with their toner. This toner is great. I really, really like it, mostly because it's a balancing mist. So I like the fact that, I like the fact that it smells amazing, but it also balances the areas that are oily and moisturizes the areas that are not. So you could use this like Max Studio Fix or something like that. You can actually use it to set your makeup. You can use it you know, on areas when you just get waxed to avoid ingrown hairs. It has a lot of different uses, so I really like that because it's a multi-use product. So not only that do I use it for my face, but I also use it again for other parts of my body. The next product, which is really what got me hooked, was the Stretch Mark Cream. So the Stretch Mark Cream is actually a moisturizing body cream, and I love this because this is what has cleared my acne marks. This is what I have been using to clear those dark marks and to really give my skin that polished, finished look and allow me to go foundation free. This was actually the first product that I started using from It Works, and I really, really liked in terms of the skincare. And after I got hooked on this product, that's when I went ahead and I purchased the cleanser and the toner. But beforehand, I had just still been using, you know, the tea tree oil skincare routine and just ending it with this once I had gotten my breakouts under control and was really just trying to get rid of the acne marks. Now I just use the whole line because, like I said, I really like to have products that work together. Now, to take my skin up a whole nother notch, I also make sure I do a mini facial twice a week, and that basically consists of the same thing: cleansing my skin, toning my skin, and then using some additional products in between to give me that nice glow. So I use this exfoliating peel, which is the equivalent of a low-grade chemical peel, to just kind of get rid of that junk, those dead skin cells, that dead layer of skin, to help reveal new skin, nice hydrated skin, and again, start to get rid of those dark marks. After I put on the peel, and then I put on a mask. So sometimes I might use this mask still, or I might use another sheet mask that I get from TJ Maxx. So it might be one that has like coconut oil on it. It might be one that has shea butter, or I might use one with vitamin C. But I make sure that any mask that I use is a brightening mask. Oh, and I use one with lemon as well. But I use a brightening mask to make sure that whatever I'm putting on my face is all working towards one goal, which is to get rid of these damn acne marks because they're annoying. After I put on the mask, then I use my Derma Roller. And the Derma Roller is basically a little spinner thingy. Let me see if it will focus on it. Well, basically, it's just like a little spinner thingamajig that you roll on your face. It has a bunch of little needles on it to poke holes in the surface of the skin. That's great because it allows for anything that you put on your face to really deeply penetrate, but it also causes the skin to kind of get a little bit alarmed and feel like, oh shit, somebody's attacking us, and it allows to increase collagen production in your skin as well. So I really like this. I can't say, oh my gosh, it absolutely definitely does work, because I have not used it as consistently as I should. But I could say that in my head, I like the idea of poking a bunch of little holes. So at the very least, whatever product I put on my face seeps deeper into the skin. If you look on YouTube, there are a ton of people who have done reviews on Derma Rollers who swear by them. I can't swear by it because, like I said, I haven't been consistent enough, but I've been consistent enough to the point that I do like the results, and I do feel like my skin feels a lot more supple and soft when I do use the Derma Roller. That is for sure. So after I do the exfoliating peel, after I put on the sheet mask, and then after I use the Derma Roller, then I go ahead and just put some sort of, super moisturizing cream on my face. So sometimes I do use a stretch mark cream, and sometimes I use another moisturizer that's collagen based that I actually ended up getting from my spa a couple of months ago. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm going to sleep for the night, I might use the collagen one because it is super creamy and rich, and I feel like it's so creamy to the point that my foundation starts to melt and slide off if I'm going out at night. So if I am going out during the day or at night after doing a mini facial, then I'll use the stretch mark cream, which I like to use basically kind of as a primer as well anyway. So those are all the products for the most part. The most important thing to know, like I said, are the ingredients. So if you look on here, if you look on the package for the oil that I use, and also the packaging for the stretch mark cream, which are basically my 3 favorite go-to holy grail products, they have a couple of ingredients in common. They have obviously the tea tree oil, they have witch hazel, and they also have hyaluronic acid and licorice extract. The stretch mark cream has hyaluronic acid and licorice extract. Ugh. Wow, that is really a tongue twister for people like me with an accent, honey. So licorice extract and hyaluronic acid. I sound like a retard, but sorry. So it has that, which helps basically, keep your skin looking new, regenerating itself, and also helps to actually fight wrinkles and stuff like that. So it just is basically comeback cream for your skin. And then of course the witch hazel and the tea tree oil extracts are really great for dealing with breakouts and acne, bumps, and all those kind of unsightly occurrences on the face. So like I said, I kind of like to make sure that all of the products that I use have similar ingredients that could work together and can be consistent on my skin. Those are just kind of the things that I've been doing over the last 1.5 years to get my face together, to get my life together. Like I said, I switch off on the routine depending on what's going on with my face. So, 80% of the time I'm on my It Works skincare. And then 20% of the time when I am having breakouts or when I'm traveling, I like to use the tea tree oil soap because I want to prevent breakouts as much as possible. But it's really, really important to make sure that all of your ingredients work together, that the ingredients that you do choose and the products that you do choose are for your skin type and solving the problem that you specifically have for your skin. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. Definitely leave me any questions down below. Rate this video and let me know what you guys want to hear next. I'm here to help, happy to share anything that I'm using, wearing, loving with you guys, in addition to all the marketing and branding advice that I share on my channel. So definitely let me know what you guys want to hear. I want to keep the videos rolling, so holla at your girl. Until next time.
Another one.